Hey guys, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So my client came in today ready to get rid of those relaxed ends and also for a twist out. So you guys get to see two different versions of a twist out and also how I do my big chops. So unlike a lot of other stylists, I'm a little bit different. Big chops for me are very invasive, and I'll tell you why. Because I like to make sure that the hair looks cohesive, that I'm not just giving them this hard, blunt line. So I actually use a form of like notching to get rid of their relaxed ends and to also take out the hard line from the hair. So instead of me just doing a big 90-degree cut, that kind of thing, for the first cut, which is like the big chop, if you want to call it, I like to do it in a motion where I'm like point cutting, or you can call it point cutting, you can also call it notching, but I'm not creating solid lines. That is the goal here. I want the hair to look like a afro. And then when it's time for them to really want to straighten it out and really give it a good trim, at that point is when I will silk my client out, and then I will go through and give them a real trim. So the goal for me whenever I'm doing big chops is to really get rid of the relaxed ends and to not give them, once again, I think I just said that like 4 times, a solid line. This is something that I've learned to do. There's not really a standard to how to do this service. Whether it be a big chop, whether you want to cut at a 90-degree angle, however you want to do it, I just try my hardest to preserve as much length as I possibly can whenever I'm doing this service to my client. Why? Because this is just the preliminary. This is not I wanted it to be even. I want it to be a style cut. They just want to get rid of the relaxed hair. So I do my best not to take away from the length just yet. We'll do that when it's time for a true trim / hair cut. I know a lot of people are like, okay, so it don't even take that long. Just cut it. See, that's the difference. It's not just hair to me. I look at this like this is something that I want my client to experience, and I want this experience to be one that is a healthy experience. I'm not trying to make them look like they have a helmet head. I'm not trying to make them look like they have a more of a man face. I want this to be something that has movement and has shape, but it still mimics exactly what they have, that they have grown out for a year, 2 years, however long they've been transitioning. They didn't transition for me to take them down to 1 inch of hair, guys. So that's the reason why I use this method. But I know a lot of different people use different ways. Some people just go right in and just say shave it all off. I choose not to do that, guys. I just choose not to. So for the crown of the head, if you notice, I am actually stretching it out and over directing it towards her face. Now, the reason that I did this is because the hair in the front has a lot more relaxed hair than anywhere else on her head. So what we discussed at the appointment was I was going to over direct her hair in the front and try not to make her hair in the front shorter than the hair everywhere else, because she did have a lot more relaxed hair in that area. Let's keep it simple. Guys, we do a lot more to the crown of our head than we do to the back of our head. So I understand why she'd have a lot more relaxed hair or heat damaged or whatever you want to call it, hair towards the front. So that is the reason why I over directed it, to preserve some of the length until we were able to grow it out a little bit more and be able to achieve evenness all over. So she decided that she did want to do a twist out. I actually am spraying on a little bit of our Elite detangling spray on her hair. That's going to help with any type of odor. It's also going to help with moisture. It helps to condition and detangle the hair at the same time. And at this point, I was actually trying something out. So I wanted to see if her curl pattern would act right for me by just using a little bit of wrap foam and some detangling spray, because I noticed that she does have different curl patterns everywhere. This is actually normal. So for the nape of her neck, the curl pattern was forming really, really nicely with just a little bit of wrap foam and then adding a little bit of the detangling spray. But as I started to move up her head is when I noticed the curl pattern was a little more coarse. It started to change compared to the hair that was at the nape of her neck. It just was not looking nice and curly and nicely shaped as the nape of her neck. Why? Because she just had 2 different textures of hair. Like I said, that is normal, guys. Don't think that there's something wrong. We all have different textures in different places. We have different porosity in different places. So once I started to notice that the curl pattern was not mimicking or looking exactly the same, that is when I decided that I was going to do a twist out. But in the meantime, I also like to do the twist out method because I can always catch a little bit of those relaxed ends that I was not able to catch when I was actually doing the chop. So this is an easy way. So now you see the difference in her curl pattern just now. So what I decided to do was go through and just kind of 2-strand twist her to do the twist out instead of doing it like a cornrow twist. When I tried the cornrow twist, I did not like how it looked because it wouldn't dry as fast and it wouldn't be as precise. So this is the reason why I started to do larger rope twists, and I still use the same wrap foam. Okay, I didn't change the wrap foam, and I just did some more defined rope twists instead of me doing the cornrow 2-strand twist going back. And what I did find whenever I do the cornrow 2-strand twist going back, it doesn't leave the twist out looking cohesive. It actually leaves lines, and I don't like the lines, and it doesn't leave that nice little coil or curl at the end. So I decided to do it this way, and this way has actually worked a lot better for me. So the stuff that I'm actually using on her hair is the Bronner Brothers Professional Wrap Foam. For those of you who are wondering, what is that white foamy stuff? That is just wrap foam, guys. I didn't put any gel. I didn't put anything else on her hair. So now her hair is fully dry. Now I put a good amount of our Frizz Tamer and Shine Serum on my fingers and just really rubbed it all over her hair, because you don't want your hands to be dry when you're taking out your twist out. Okay, you want it to have a little bit of oil on it, so it'll just kind of help define each strand as you go along. So as I'm going, I'm just literally unraveling the 2-strand twist. I'm not dragging it out. I'm unraveling it by literally separating the 2 pieces. And this keeps the shape of your twist out. This is how you keep your little coils or zigzags or whatever you want to call them. That is how you keep them. And then when it's time to fluff it out, you go back and stretch out each individual piece. So you'll see how I do that in just a moment. I'll let you guys kind of sit and just watch the process. I've been talking to you guys for like 18 hours now. So you can watch the process, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about the end result. So this is where you guys see me separating each individual piece from the 2-strand twist. And this is just spreading it out, and I'm also spraying a little bit of gloss on her hair. Guys, keep in mind, you do not want the hair to be too dry in regards to gloss or oil, not moisture, when you're doing this part of the process. But you don't want to disturb the coil too much. So don't go to pulling a little too much at that time, because you're going to fluff it out as time goes by, and you want to preserve as much coil as you can. But of course, you still need to style your hair, guys. So we're not going to just leave it with these little coils everywhere. So that's why I'm doing that. Now, what I did do is I gave her a side part. You do want to give yourself some type of style when you do this. So I gave her a little side part, and I'm directing some of her twist to the left or to the right. However I was on this time. I think it's to my left. Well, it would be my right, her left. There we go. Just to, give her the illusion of that actual, not even illusion, to actually give her a part. It wasn't an illusion. An illusion means it's not there. It's actually there. It's a part. So just to give her a part and kind of some separation and a little bit of style. So you guys will get to see the finished result. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, by the way, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. Tell me what you think. And then going forward, I will list the products that I use in the description box. Now, what I'm doing right now is just using a pick just to kind of pull and give her a little bit of volume. But I'm not using the pick and going all the way through the hair. I'm just lifting the roots. That's all, guys. Absolutely it. Just lifting the roots. So you definitely need to have a pick at home. This also helps to remove that line. The reason why I like doing the 2-strand, because it's so easy to remove that line. And I absolutely love this style on her, because she has been transitioning for over a year, actually 2 years almost. And look at how beautiful her hair is now that we have taken off those relaxed ends and we gave her this beautiful twist out. I actually loved how it came out on her because she has the face shape for this. But you guys, I hope this makes your twist out life a little bit easier, and it kind of puts you at ease when it's time for the big chop, that if it's done right, you still have hair. Hello? You still have hair. And then I did use a little bit of our Elite Edge Tamer on her hairline just to kind of push the one side back. I was going to pin it back and I decided not to. But I just used a little bit of the Edge Tamer on her hairline just to kind of give her some style, you know? So you can use that as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. Peace out.